Top of it, top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy, Coach One Stack Man. We tapped in. I told y'all, as promised, I'm gonna bring y'all this live on how to make 50 to 250K by leveraging your credit. Can you dig? Hey man, y'all come on and tap on in. We're gonna start at the 10-minute mark. And once we get started, we ain't gonna turn back. But when you come in here, smash that like button when you come in here, people, because I'm gonna give it to you raw. Hey, I'm gonna give it to you raw, give it to you raw, give it to you raw. We're not going back. Welcome to the page. Hey, as promised, I'm gonna show you guys, man. I'm gonna tell you guys how to make 200 up to 250,000, 50K to $250,000 with your small business by leveraging your credit. So, hey guys, when you come in, smash the like button. I'm gonna start at the 10-minute mark. No, I'm not gonna tell you how to do everything because that's what consultations are for. But I'm definitely gonna put you up on some game, man, because this channel right here is real versatile. It's about finances, romance, fitness, because as you see, I'm on my way to the gym. Hey man, the current events, can you dig it? So smash the like button when you come on in here. And when we get to about the 10-minute mark, when everybody gets up in here, then I'm gonna start because I am not going backwards. I don't want to go backwards. That I can't do. And how's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday? And make sure you share this live because this is good information that people need to have. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. That's one thing that I'm not. Right on, Nita. Right on, Nita. Financial literacy. I'm gonna give you guys some game. I'm not gonna give you all the game, but I'm gonna get you some game to get you in the right direction. You may have something going on in your life. You may need, you may need some. It ain't about just having extra cash. This is about legacy, people, and information is key. You know, one of the most dangerous people in the world, somebody that has a library card. But this is the live that people should be in. You know, yeah, I leave these lives about what's going on in the world, but this right here, this is some important shit that you don't want to miss. Because guess what? I could teach you how to get to the money. Now, what you do with it is your choice. It's just your prerogative. A lot of things you can do, but financial literacy is something that we are lacking. So, like I said, I'm not a gatekeeper. In this live, I'm gonna give you guys some game. And guess what? The like button does count up in here today. Smash it. Because if I get 500 people in here and 50 likes, I'm not going to continue this live. Normally I charge about a good $300 to $500 to even have this conversation. But I'm not about no money, but I am about pushing my channel and passing on this information, especially to the young people. Because if I could do one thing in life at being 49, if I could go back to being 21 years old, I would get me a nice little protege. Hey, brother, you're up out of here. There you go. Bam. There you go. See, we ain't doing no spamming up in here. First one spamming, getting kicked the fuck out. We not even playing that. I'm giving some real game today. What's up, Penny? How you doing? Because one of the things that I wish I could do most is I wish I could go back to when I was 20 years old and have this same information. Because believe me, it existed. You know, we just didn't know it. And one of the most dangerous people in the world is somebody that has a library card. So when you come in here, man, make sure you smash that like button, people. Make sure you smash it when you come in here. That's going to show my appreciation. What's up, JS? What's up with it? How you feeling? After this, I'm hitting that gym. As you can see, I'm gym ready. You dig? We're gonna smash that button. I want to wait until about the 10-minute mark so everybody can get in here, because when I start, I'm not gonna go backwards. Unless you smash that super chat button, then I will go backwards. But I'm not moving backwards, I'm moving forward. And this won't be that long either, but I'm gonna put you guys on the right track. And if you need more information, feel free to, get a and if you need get a consultation, feel free to. I got 13 people in here and 3 likes. Smash the like button when you come in. Get a consultation. I hate to have to get all halfway through and just stop my live, because people fail to hit the button, and I'm giving you $1 million worth of game. And I don't even care if I have 5 people up in here. I'm gonna give this information, just like I said I would, at the 10-minute mark. So we got about 5 more minutes. Other than that, man, how's everybody doing, man? God is good all the time. God is so good. And it is crazy how people want to listen to a lot of controversy, but you don't get people that want to hear that good game that's going to put you in a better place. You know what I mean? Financially. If you listen, I mean, who am I? Pain and suffer. That's right, man. Every day you wake up is a great day as far as I'm concerned. Every day you wake up is a great day as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? At the end of the day, all I want to do is see everybody win. Smash the like button when you come in. That's my so-called payment for giving out this game. Because I'm gonna give it to you. And if you really want it, you want it in detail, hey man, feel free to tap in. Matter of fact, let me put this up here real quick. Feel free to tap in, and I do a lot of this stuff for you. So let's get it. Hold up. Bam, bam. We're gonna show y'all on here, man. So we're gonna start the 10-minute mark, just about 4 more minutes. Just want to let everybody get up in here. That's all. Want to let everybody get in the room before we get to moving and grooving. You dig? But I got 21 people in here, 7 likes. Let's get them likes. Let's get that like button up. If you in here, don't mess it up for everybody else. Because one thing I'm not doing is gonna have 500 people in here and 20 likes and be talking about how you can get $50,000 to $250,000 without no documentation. You dig? That's where the love comes from. And if I end up with 10 people in here, so be it. If I get one person in here, so be it. Flute Bay, thank you. And thank you for subscribing. See, guys, in this world, man, it's crazy, man. We can help each other out by hitting a button, by hitting one button. But it's people that won't do that. But you got good people like me. I'll sit up here for an hour or two and tell you how to better your life and how to put yourself in a better position. I'll give of myself, but some people won't give this much energy and do this. That's it. That's all I ask you to do. And I ask you to actually use the information. So I hope you got a pen and paper, because like I said, I will not be moving backwards. Oh, definitely quiet for God. And guess what? I got all this information from God. God is what put me in this position. When God telling me to sit still, when God told me to sit still, I was able to obtain information. And I got a whole lot of game about myself. And I'm just leaving this live just to show you guys the versatility of this channel. You ain't even seen my workout videos. I dropped 122 pounds in 1 year. I got an 8-pack. I'm 49 years old. But we're going to get it in. We're going to get it in about 2 more minutes, man. I want to let everybody get up in here. So I do not have to move backwards. That's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to move backwards. Period. Okay, guys. By show of hands, 7s. Do I have anybody in here that has an active LLC, an active business, period? By show of hands. Do I have anybody in here that has an active business? Throw a 7 up in the air, please. Okay, Nita. Let's grind, baby. Is anybody in here that has an active business? Throw a 7 up in the air. LLC, active business, because I'm finna start from the top and I'm gonna move my way to the bottom, and this ain't gonna take long. I got one person with a business. Or if you desire to have a business, throw a 7 up in the air. It's all the same. Because I'm about to run down some game. See, this is the one that people should be in right here. This is the one that counts. See, for the record, people, let me tell y'all a little secret about me. You have to really, what's good, Blue Royalty? You have to be really careful about what you allow to enter in your ear and enter inside of your brain and enter inside of your life. You got to be real careful. Man, ain't nothing up but the price of coochie, ass, gas, and cash. That's it, Solomon. You have to be very careful what you let enter your life, man. Because I only watch things that better myself. So we're gonna get to it, man. When you have an active business, right? Number one, before I get to it, when you're creating your LLC, people, a lot of people create their LLCs wrong. They create them wrong. Okay. A lot of you guys are, number one, using your home address. And this video is not about LLCs either, by the way. You use your home address, you use your regular email, you use your regular phone number, all of which is a no. It's a no. It's a no around the board. Why is that? Because it's your personal information. Your LLC needs to be its own entity. So guys, let me ask you guys, who knows what a trust is? If you know what a trust is, throw a 7 up in the air for me. I'm about to give y'all $1 million worth of game out here, so you ain't out here looking lame. That's cool, but you really want a virtual address. I'm finna put a little formula together. I ain't finna tell you how to do it all the way just because I just don't have time to. But you get it? And what kind of trust do you have, Solomon? What kind of trust do you have? If you don't mind me asking, by the way. Because this is where I'm starting at, trusts. Oh, you got a postal address. Okay, guys, is it okay. Now, the return to Solomon, you have the wrong trust for what I'm about to tell you how to do. You're on the right track, but you're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train, brother. You start off by having a revocable trust, not an irrevocable. You want a revocable trust. And this is how you can secure $50,000 to $250,000 within a week. Said two weeks at the most, but really a week. Okay. First, you need to start off with a revocable trust, not an irrevocable trust. The first thing, you don't even have to start. You don't have to wait for Vegas. You can do this shit tomorrow. And like I said, if anybody want any questions, you can do a consultation with me and I'll show you how to do it. You need to start off with a revocable trust. But the first time around, your personal credit needs to be on point. You need 700 plus. So you need 700 plus credit, number one. Then you need to get yourself a revocable trust, which you can get for free. Now, I ain't gonna talk too fast. I'm gonna talk real slow because I want you guys to take notes. Now, why do we want a revocable trust? When you're dealing with a trust, guys, this is how the rich people don't pay taxes. This is how the rich people don't pay taxes. A revocable trust, you got many kinds of trusts: irrevocable, revocable, personal asset trust, a property trust, a personal property trust, but you want a revocable trust. Not only does it not, it hides your assets. It keeps you from going to probate. It keeps people from knowing your business. It keeps you from even having to pay child support if you have a lump sum of money. A revocable trust. And if you want to book me, bam, there is my business number right there. All you got to do is shoot me a text and I will let you know the prices. I'll require half the deposit up front, Cash App, and then we'll do the other half when we get ready to do our FaceTime. It's simple, brother. I'm easy. So we have our revocable trust. Let me give y'all some game. Now, the number that I'm going to use, I want y'all to think about trust fund babies first. Before I get into this, I want you to think about trust fund babies because this is about creating generational wealth. And this is just one play. This is just one play with your trust. I'm going to give you one play. And I want you to think of it when I start throwing numbers out here. I want you to think of the rich people as using hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay. I'm just going to use $1 million, but I want you to think of the rich people as doing what I'm saying that I'm about to tell you as using hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay. Just keep that mindset. But for a reference point, I'm going to use $1 million. So you're going to start yourself a revocable trust, which will take you about 10 minutes and it's free. Now, when you start your trust, you have to have an asset to add to it when you make your trust, your revocable trust. So your asset can be $1. You can add $1 to it. And once it is filed, you can file it and you can get it notarized online for a fee. Once you got that notarized, you can now go get yourself an EIN number with that revocable trust, right? And you can get yourself a bank account in your trust name. So let me backtrack. You as a person, you're going to get yourself a revocable trust. And when you're making that trust, you're going to be the trustee. This is where the term own nothing but control everything comes from. When you make your trust, your revocable trust, I keep saying revocable for a reason, okay? You are going to be the trustee. That means you control the trust. You control, but you don't own it. You don't own the trust, you control it. It has to have an asset. It has to have an asset for it to be real. So I'm going to show you guys some assets. So an asset could be $1. You can add $1 to your trust. You could move houses into your trust. You can move property to your trust. Anything of value you can move to your trust to hide it and not pay taxes on it, okay? So now you have your revocable trust that is real now, which takes about 10 minutes to make. Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 p.m., you can go online and you can get an EIN number for your trust. And now you can take that EIN number and go to the bank and open up you a bank account in your trust name with the EIN number. See, we ain't using our social security number no more. We're going to use the trust. So guess what? You as the trustee, because you control the trust, you control the LLC. Oh, I forgot to tell you, make an LLC after you get your trust. My bad. I'm tripping, getting too far ahead. After you make your trust, you want to get yourself an LLC. You want to create your LLC. One of the best places to do it is Delaware because it's private. Nevada here because it's private, but it costs $435 to register it here in Nevada. So I don't advise you to use Nevada. You could use Wyoming. Wyoming costs $100. And I'll get into how you should make your LLC a little later. See, that's all the extra game that I'm going to give you during a consultation. So now you have your revocable trust that has an EIN number connected to it, which purchases your LLC, right? So that means because the trust owns the LLC, I should have a board back here, but like I said, this is for consultation time. Since you control the trust owns the LLC. That means you control the trust and the LLC, and you go get a bank account in the trust name. You control the bank account, none of which you personally own, but you control it. If you catch it, if you follow me so far, throw a 7 up in the air, guys. No, Tom, that's not it. You want to know that? You got to get a consultation. If you guys are following me so far, throw a 7 up in the air. If you feel where I'm coming from, because this is not gonna be a long live at all. Because I could spin this conversation a million different ways. Okay, you guys are following me. Okay, good. Now, we need an asset, people. Here's the play. We need an asset. See, with your trust, you get assets. Now you got some life insurance things here. You got life insurance. You have term life insurance policies, and you have whole life insurance policies. Well, a term life insurance policy is cheaper. A whole life insurance policy costs more. You can go get yourself $1 million worth of whole life insurance policy. Whole life insurance. So let me ask you guys a question. If today What comes first? The trust comes first. Because you're gonna buy when you create your LLC, the trust is going to own it. You're just gonna control it. So let me ask you guys a question. If you were to get $1 million in life insurance today, in whole life insurance, not term, whole life insurance, you only can do this with whole life insurance, and you passed away tomorrow after you got your life insurance policy today, guys, put in the comments how much the beneficiary would get. Put in the comments how much the beneficiary would get. I want to make sure y'all listening and paying attention. How much would you get? You got a $1 million whole life insurance policy today. You paid your payment today. You made your payment today. You passed away tomorrow. You get how much would you get? Flu boy. Right on, flu boy. Bam. Exactly. You would get $1 million. You know why? Because that is now an asset. That is now an asset. So what do you guys think you should do with that whole life insurance policy? When you get that life insurance policy, you're going to move it to your trust. You're going to move your whole life insurance, and you can use any number you want. I'm using $1 million. You can use 100,000, it could be 10,000, it could be 5,000, it could be whatever you want, whatever you can afford to pay monthly. But this is how the rich get rich, and they don't pay no taxes. Okay, so now you're gonna move when you get your whole life insurance policy, you're gonna move it to the trust, because guess what? That life insurance policy is an asset because it is worth $1 million, right? And then guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna borrow against it. See, this ain't hard, man. You just got to know the game. We're gonna borrow against that life insurance policy because it is an asset. But remember, you have to pay it back. You do have to pay it back. Guys, this is where you can flourish. This is where you can ball. Guys, there's places out here, man. I told you, this ain't gonna be a long live. This live might not even be 30 minutes. Well, damn, I'm damn near 30 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be long. Guys, you can borrow against that life insurance policy. So I don't know if you know this or not, but there are a lot of places, 4 or 5 in particular, where you can go buy a business that's already running, that's already flourishing. You can go buy a gas station for $30,000, $40,000. You only got to put down 10%. And you're going to take that money from where? You're going to take that money from the trust. So if you have to make extra payments, if you think about it, if you bought yourself a business that is netting you after where your profit, you're netting $20,000, $30,000 a month, and you got to pay $2,000 back to your trust, who's winning? Like who's really winning? You're winning. Guys, what I just told you is just that simple. What I just told you is just that simple. I could take this conversation a million different ways. Let's just say you don't want life insurance. Bam. You don't even want to deal with whole insurance. Even though I just told you, see, that's a way that you access $1 million by not having to pay $1 million. Your credit don't even have to be good to go get a $1 million life insurance policy. For me, myself, it would be between $500 and $800 a month for me to get $1 million in whole life insurance policy. And so I would have $1 million to play. So like I said, that's just the number I'm using. You can say 100,000. It'd be cheaper. You can go, this gives you the ability to go buy a house, to the house, whatever state you're in. You could go flip a house. You can go buy a house that's $30,000. You need to put $10,000 or $15,000 in it. The ARV, after repair value, is $100,000. You sell it. You making $65,000. You pay your trust back. You just walk with $60,000. That's a play, y'all. That's a whole play. And how much money did you use of your own? Nothing. You just knew where to put it. Oh, and did I tell you it's tax free, guys? When your stuff is in a trust, it's tax free. Give you some game about a trust. Let me give you some game. Let's say you got your parents, right? Your parents got a house. They paid $100,000 for this house. They paid $100,000 for this house, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Everybody here, the like button should be hit for everybody in this room. Your parents paid $100,000 for a house, and that house has long been paid off. It's worth $500,000. And let's just say they pass away. Well, if they don't have that house in a trust, what's going to happen is when you inherit that house, you're going to pay capital gain tax on that house, 28%. But if they move that house onto a trust, you're not going to pay any taxes on it. Every asset that you have should be in a trust. Everybody in this world, and I ain't say a living trust either. I did not say a living trust because there are many. See, living trusts can be, what's the word? They can be like revoked. They can be contested. A living trust can be contested, but a revocable trust cannot. Everybody in this world should have a revocable trust. If you plan on having some assets, you can move any asset over there. That means that you can get insurance policies for your children. Move them to your trust because you control the trust. You control their insurance policies. You can borrow against it. Any real estate you get, it should be moved to your trust, or it should be moved to a property trust. You have a few different kinds, but at the end of the day, understand this: you don't own anything. You just control the trust because you are the trustee. The trust owns the LLC that owns whatever, the car, the house, the business, the this, the that. See, you need personal loans. This is where your credit comes in at, people. Well, I told you you need a 700 credit. Because when you start dabbling into business credit, guys, you can go buy yourself a shelf corporation. Let me explain something to you. Let me give you some real game. You got $1 million life insurance policy that you moved over to your trust. That means you now have access to $1 million. You can go buy a shelf corporation that is about 8 to 10 years old for about $25,000. Now, remember, the banks only want to, and see, I still ain't told you how you get 50 to 250K by leveraging your credit. I ain't even got to that part yet. Because knowledge is power. And sometimes watching the news is one of the best things you can do. Y'all could thank Donald Trump for this video, even though I'm not a Trump supporter. But anyway, you got access to $1 million. You can go now purchase yourself a shelf corporation that's already been running. It's 8 to 10 years old. They cost you about $25,000 for that. You're going to take that money from your trust to buy that. See? So now, once you have that, now that is now an asset of your trust. So see, now to do it, I'd have to get into business credit and all that shit. That's stuff that you'll have to do a consultation with me for. But once your business credit gets up to 80, because your business credit, aka your paydex score, only goes up to 100 people. Once you're at 80, you are able out of that business that's about 8 to 9 years old that you paid $25,000 for, you're going to be able to access anywhere between $600,000 to $700,000 in working capital that you can now invest. So what do I do with this money, man? What do I do? Oh, I know. I pay my trust back. Duh. I'm paying myself back. Oh, my bad. And my bad because my trust owns my shelf corporation. I'm not paying no taxes on it, people. I can spin this conversation a million different ways. So we say, hey, Coach One Stack, I came here, man. I wanted to see how can I make 50 to 250K by leveraging your credit. It's very simple. If your credit is over 700 right now, if it's over 700 right now, you can go. You don't even have to start a revocable trust. That was a gem I just gave you. That's the next level shit, because you can have a trust that owns a trust that owns the LLC. More coverage, but you control the trust that controls that trust that controls that LLC, that controls the bank account, which controls the flow of money. None of it is in your name, people, and it is totally private. You are now, let's just say my trust was Coach One Stack's trust. Now my name is Coach One Stack. That's it. Rich people don't use their name. Rich people use their trust name. They use their LLC's name. They don't use their social. They use their EIN number. That's how the rich get rich and the poor don't get a motherfucking thing. No income came. And you know why, Flute Boy? You know, Flute Bay, you know why? Because you should have used business credit. When you're using business credit, it does not coincide with your personal credit. You got to build your business credit. Coach One Stack know how to do that, man. You got to tap in with me. So now this is how Donald Trump has signed a law into office. Donald Trump has signed a law into office that all small businesses, that you cannot deny a small business a business loan, a business no documentation loan from 50 to 250K. EIN only. That means you ain't got to show no pay stubs. You don't have to show no tax returns. You don't have to show no invoices. The number depends on what your credit is. The higher your credit, the closer you're going to get to that 250 mark. So, as I said in the beginning, see, I've been dropping gems. In order to get 50 to 250K by leveraging your credit in 7 days, if your credit is over 700 people, you simply go start yourself an LLC correctly. If you don't know how, I can show you in a consultation. You start that LLC. You get that EIN number, okay? You get that EIN number. You get your Duns and Bradstreet number. See, a lot of y'all got businesses and don't even have a Duns and Bradstreet number. That means your business credit is not even reporting. You're just somebody who started a business and you have something to sell. You have no foundation. You guys get, if you feel what I'm saying, throw a 7 up in the air, because I really want y'all to get this. I'm not over here, man, trying to gouge your pocket and shit. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm trying to open up your mind, and I'm trying to show you the versatility of my channel. I'm trying to show you the versatility of my channel. I don't just talk about politics, man. That shit is fun to me. Talking about people or what's going on in the world, man, that's humorous to me. Guys, I'm a gym nut. Go look at my pictures in my community. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I dropped 122 pounds in 1 year. I'm 49 years old with an 8-pack. It don't get no better than that. Not a gray hair on my motherfucking head, and I don't die shit. Yes, people, I want y'all to win, man. We family at the end of the day. See, if you know my history, you know I'm ex-law enforcement. I'm ex-street, and I've been delivered by God for 9 years. See, when you in the streets, I would never tell you where to go sell your work at, because there's a competition. You understand? I would never tell you where to go sell your work at if I was in the street still. But with this right here, it's room enough for everybody to eat. The name of this game is stick it up the bank's ass. And what a lot of y'all don't understand is, see, if we sit around and help each other like we should, this is why I tell y'all, hit the like button. A lot of people won't even help the next person by hitting one button. It ain't like I get no money for it. It just moves my algorithm. This is why as people, we can't win here in America. Because see, if I give you all this game, it doesn't stop anything I have. I want you to take the bank's money. I want you to get their money because guess what? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what happens if you don't pay the bank back their money? If you have set everything up properly, like I have just told you, do you know what happens if you for some reason get you a $200,000 loan and can't pay it back? Does anybody know what happens? If you know what happens, throw it up in the comments. Throw it up in the comments, people, if you know what happens. Please. Throw it up in the comments. Man, I love you guys. Thanks for tapping in. This is the most important live. And see, they don't come in here. See, this is how you know people like they fucked up situation. People like they fucked up situation. They like being fucked up. They like being broke. Wop wop. Flute Bay. Nothing. Not a damn thing. You know why? Because you're insulated by your LLC. Your LLC, that's what's called a limited liability corporation. Nothing is going to happen, people. Because guess what? If you were to get $1 million loan, no, it don't mess your credit up. If you were to get you a loan based off your EIN, remember, I didn't say you had to use your personal credit. I didn't say you had to PG anything or personal guarantee anything. I said it was a no doc loan. No doc loan, no documentation. When you go to get a business loan, they're going to ask you, how much money do you expect to make this year? And you want to tell them about, I expect to make about 120,000. You don't want to be too low. You don't want to be too high. But this is how you walk in without any business credit, and go get you 50 to 250K. So here's what happens when you have an LLC. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to file bankruptcy, but it ain't chapter 7, it's chapter 13. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to give back every asset from that LLC. But let me ask you a question, people. If it ain't no asset to give back, can you give anything back? If the money's gone, can you give it back? If your cash back credit cards, because you don't always get, when you apply for a loan, you don't always get hard cash, people. Your 250K might come in the form of a $200,000 line of credit, which is simple because you just hit a button and say, I want $200,000 of my line of credit. And just like that, it's sent to your account in hard cash. And then you might get a $50,000 cash back credit card. But if your credit card is maxed out and there's no money to give back, the LLC just goes bankrupt, people. You start another one. It's simple. So you take this, you take what I've just told you, and this is what Donald Trump has been doing for many, many years, people. This is what he has been doing for many, many years. Guys, I'm not a Trump fan. I mean, I don't have anything against him, but I'm just telling you, this is what Donald Trump, when people have been saying, oh, Donald Trump is a bad businessman, nothing he ever does succeeds. They're right. But he's a smart businessman because he understands this principle right here that he has went and got hundreds of millions of dollars that he never paid back. And it does not affect you. Because remember, what did I say at the beginning? You don't own anything. You just control it. You own nothing but control everything. Here's some more game, guys. If y'all like this live, throw a 7 up, man. I got time to spare before I go to the gym. If y'all like this live, throw a 7, because I want you guys to tap in and do a consultation with me. I want you guys to tap in and do a consultation. He tells you if the law, going by the law of Congress, change the law can change. Yes. Period. Yes. Because really, I want you guys to, there's my number. I want you out. Hey, Coach One Stack, I need a consultation, man. I'm trying to get my business credit straight. I'm trying to get my LLC structured properly. I'm going to give it to you guys. We'll do a consultation. So that way you're not running around blind. I mean, my very first LLC, man, I did it all wrong. Let me tell you, I went to LegalZoom. and I paid $1,000 for them to do my LLC. And you know what? Yeah, it was done right. But see, I didn't know about that I had to pay fees. And I didn't know that I didn't know about, I didn't, what did they, all they did was make my LLC and pull my EIN number for $1,000 and follow with the Secretary of State, which costs $435 here. But what you don't know is you don't have to have an LLC in your own state. If you look at these rappers, this is why a lot of them have Delaware plates on their cars. Guys, I'm going to share a gem with y'all, man, at the very end of this live. That's because I fuck with y'all like that. I'm going to share some game with you. Man, get off of LegalZoom. They taking your money, bro. You can do this shit yourself. You can fix your credit yourself. You can do all this stuff yourself. So let me give you a scenario. Guys, I've been looking at, me personally, I've been looking at some property, right, on Zillow, like up in the Cleveland area, like in Ohio. You know, small houses, $30,000, $40,000, something like that, like 30 to 40,000. Some of them already have renters in them and they paying like $1,200, $1,300 a month. So that's what I've been looking at. So say I was to give me a $200K business loan, right? New business. This is for a new small business. Donald Trump put this in. It's a lot I can tell you about finances, but this in particular, Donald Trump has put in play that the banks must give a small business a startup loan, EIN only, no documentation, 50 to 250K. So let's say you got a 200K loan, right? Let's just say you take that 200K and you go buy you 4 houses in Ohio or wherever. You go buy 4 houses for $200,000. It's a lot of places you can do that. Guess what you got from those houses, people? You got the deed to those houses. You got the deed to those houses. They're paid for. They're paid for, people. And guess what you do then? You transfer that deed out of your what name? You're going to transfer that deed from your trust. You're going to transfer to whoever. Transfer to your damn wife. Transfer to your kids. I don't care who you transfer it to. Get it out of your business's name. Because if for some reason you default on that loan, guess what? You have to give back the assets. And if those houses are no longer an asset, you ain't got to give them back, but you still got the houses. Is anybody catching this game? Throw a 7 up. Get the likes up, baby. That's what I like. I don't even care that it's 44 people in here. This is how I know people that really want to eat. I guess they think I'll be lying when I say, man, I'm about finances, fitness, romance. I ain't even got into the romance part yet. Romance, intimacy, man, this is just an all-around channel. Law, this is my own niche. I created my own shit over here. This is my lane. I ain't compete with nobody, y'all. Nobody. Like I said, I could do a fancy intro, outro. I got 5 damn computers, a brand new Mac. I ain't even bust out the box yet. I mean, I got shit, but I like to give you raw content and tell you exactly what it is. So let me get to it. I can tell you how to get the money, people, but now I can't tell you what to do with it. That's the part I can't tell you what to do. I can give you some suggestions. You can go, man. We do, guys, when you do a consultation with me, man, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna tell you some places where you can go and just to expand your mind a little bit and to where you can look and say, man, this business right here, this business costs $100,000. Shit. It's making like 22,000. Like I'm walking away after I pay my bills. I'm walking away with like 18,000 a month, and this business is for sale for 100,000. I'm gonna have to pay the loan on this 100. I gotta put 10% down. I could use my trust to do that. Something out of my trust. I could borrow against my trust, or I could use my business credit to do it. No money out of my pocket. I can make the payment on that 90,000 over 30 years. That ain't even $100 a month, people. Over 30 years, that's a 30-year loan. 90,000 over 30 years is like about $100 a month. and I'm walking away with $18,000, $19,000 a month, and I'm paying my loan back. I got it on autopilot. Guys, that's the rinse and repeat. Why am I giving up this game? This is something that I just learned in the last 6 months, people. I ain't gatekeeping. I'm already moving and grooving in the process of doing all this shit. So you caught me at the right time. You caught me at the right time. Game. Get the banks, get your personal credit together first. If you don't know, it's places that I can tell you, how to boost your credit artificially. Well, I mean, it ain't fake, but I can show you some places where to boost your credit. But you got to get your negative inquiries off. You got to get your hard inquiries off your credit first. I suggest you go to Experian and pay a monthly fee. Like, I'm not getting no money for this. I suggest you go to Experian. That way you can always check all 3 of your credit reports and start off with your hard inquiries. You can literally get on the phone. You can get on the phone because the credit, when you go to get something, they don't want you to have more than like 3 on there. And it takes 2 years to come off. But you can get on the phone and call each one of them places and say, hey, my name is Bob. This is my social. I got these 3 hard inquiries on my credit. And per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, I did not authorize anyone to run my credit. I would like them deleted immediately. And they're going to say, which ones are they? This, and this. Okay, sir, ma'am, we're going to get on that. We will get back to you within 48 to 72 hours. By the end of the day, go check your credit report. That shit is going to be gone. It's going to be gone, people. You need to do that with all 3 bureaus. Make a phone call. Then you need to look through your credit report and look at these fictitious names. I personally, guys, me personally, they had 7 versions of my name, 7 extra versions of my name on my credit report. How do you get it off? How do you get off? You call them. Hey, guys, I'm looking at my credit report. Because this is stuff that brings your credit down, your personal credit. Hey guys, they got my name misspelled and mispronounced, and I got these addresses that are not connected to me and phone numbers, even if it is something that's yours, except your main address. I need this stuff removed. This isn't my personal information. Okay, sir, which names aren't yours? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, we're going to get back to you in 48 to 72 hours. Guess what? By the end of the day, that shit is going to be removed. You got to do that with all 3 bureaus. Right? I love giving y'all this information, by the way. I love it, man. I want to see y'all win. I want y'all to be able to say, man, you know what, Coach, Coach looked out. I can't wait for one of y'all to do a consultation with me. I do them every day. I can't wait for one of y'all to do a consultation and jump in this chat and be like, man, Coach really looked out. He a real motherfucker. See, because I'm not putting my name behind it if it's fucked up. It's like, guys, when I was in the streets, when I was in the dope game, man, I never cut nothing. I only had the best of everything. I only do the best. I'm not putting my name behind it if it ain't the best. You dig? So now, the next thing you want to do with your credit, check this out. Here's some game. You got to know the rules. You have to know the rules to this shit so you can use it against them. So now, I just told you how to take a hard inquiry off your credit. Okay? So let's just say your credit was clean. I'm going to give you guys some scenarios for the rest of this live. I'm going to give you guys some scenarios for the rest of this live. And then I'm going to expect some of you guys to be tapping in on my phone, setting up an hour consultation. You're going to need at least an hour. You're going to 30 minutes ain't going to do it. I do 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I got an hour, I got an hour and a half, 200, whatever your budget will take. But I would advise you not to get 30 minutes because 30 minutes will be taken up just by doing shit. You're going to need at least an hour, and you're going to get more than an hour. And why do I do this? To make sure it's something that you really want. When you pay for some information, you're probably going to use it. So now here's the thing. So let's just say your credit is on point. It's right there. It's right there on my banner. And please don't call. Just shoot me a text. That's my business number. Cash App and everything. We'll talk about it. I'll let you know how much it is. So let me give you guys some scenarios for the rest of this live. Let me give you guys some scenarios. So let's just say you got good credit, right? Your credit is over 700, and you go and let's just say you go and because I want to teach you guys how to see, because when you start getting into business credit, your business credit and your personal credit is never intermingled. Never. Maybe one time. Sometimes in the beginning, when you get your first business loan, they may ask you to do a personal guarantee with your credit. That's when you get a loan and you get it and you take it. Well, I could tell you some creative things to do. Basically, you're going to pay it back. You pay that motherfucker back in like a month. So now when you go get a loan, they see that you've paid this $25,000 loan back. They're not going to ask for a personal guarantee. They see that you are good with money. But let's say you get a $25,000 personal loan, because there's levels to this shit. I'm on the personal level now. Let's just say you get a $25,000 personal loan today. It's going to show a hard inquiry from whatever credit agency they use. They don't always pull from all three. They just may use TransUnion. They may use Equifax and TransUnion. They may just use Experian, right? It's on there. It's going around the banner. Stacy is going around the banner. Smasher, this channel's for anybody. And I would tell you, brother, don't troll up in here, because I will kick you out. I'm really trying to help people here. And normally the banner's there. It's there. It's right there. And Smasher, tap in with me, Smasher, because I'm going to start either on this page right here, or I'm starting a new page, and I'm doing nothing but interviewing people from the rainbow community. So you are welcome in here, and bring your friends. Okay? If you're gay, hey man, I love it. Bring your friends. I want to interview you. The topic ain't The topic is what's up on the top. So now, I just told you, you go get yourself a $25,000 loan. They're gonna do a hard pull on your credit. Well, what should you do? Because remember, you don't want to have too many hard pulls on your credit. Well, after you've gotten your money, you want to call the next day and have it removed. You have to remember, people, nobody can prove that you sat behind a computer, right? Let me get you up out of here, bro. Nobody can prove that you sat behind a computer and you applied for a $25,000 credit card or a $25,000 line of credit. So as you get your credit, you want a day or two after, you want to call them, hey, I did not authorize this. I did not authorize anyone to pull my credit. Now you just left with your money, and now your credit profile is free of hard pulls. You want to keep your credit report free of hard pulls, people. That's another scenario. See, I'm giving you game. I'm giving you game up the ass. Here's another little scenario. I got a couple more scenarios for you before I tap out of here. True scenarios. Okay. You have your business credit. Now we on business credit. We on business credit. Well, let's just say you want a car that's $50,000 and you got $100,000 line of credit, or $100,000. You got $100,000 in business credit cards, business funding. Well, what you want to do is you want to go pay for that, say, $50,000 car with your credit card. You know why? Because it's 0% interest. It's 0% interest on your card, rather than you might be paying 28% interest at the dealership. But remember, you have the title to your car now. And so when you're making your payment, you're making your payment to you. By you making your payment to you, you're actually building your own business credit up. And you already got the car that's paid for. But if you want to be real grimy, you got the title to the car. You could transfer your title. You can transfer your title and not pay it. But I wouldn't tell you to do that. I'm trying to tell you how to build wealth and keep on building and building and building and building. You dig what I'm saying? If everybody, if y'all feel like y'all, if you really feel like you getting some out of this live, throw a 7 up, because I got one more scenario I got to tell you before I go to this gym, man. I got to go get it in. Oh yeah. Shout out to you, Stacy. Shout out, Madrid. Super one. I'm almost out of here. You came a little late. So now, have you guys ever wondered why? If you ever wonder why, just a simple yes. Have you ever wondered why when you see all these people, they getting like these Lambo trucks, they getting all these big Rolls Royces, they getting these big cars, big Maybach trucks, Hellcats. Have you ever wondered why all these people are getting those vehicles? If you've ever wondered why they're getting those vehicles, throw a 7 in the air. They get G-Wagons. If you've ever wondered why, throw a 7 up in the air, and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you some game. I'm going to get into your business life. If you've ever wondered why, tell me. And I'm going to tell you something before I dip up out of here. Ripped. That's 1. 2. See, I'm telling y'all how to obtain shit, right? Don't worry about Esteban. You can rewatch it. Here's why, guys. Here's another gem before I dip up out of here. When you buy a car that weighs over 5,500 pounds and it's in your business name, because it weighs over 50, any vehicle that weighs over 5,500 pounds, it is tax exempt. It is a tax write-off. It is a business tax write-off. So with your business, you're getting the vehicle for free if it's over 5,500 pounds. Go look that up. If it weighs anything that weighs, any vehicle that weighs over 5,500 pounds, on your business credit, you write that off as a loss. It's tax exempt. It's a loss. That means you're getting it for free. That's why. And at the end of the day, you always lease. And every 2 years, you get another one. Because when you lease a vehicle under your business's name or even your regular name, when you lease a $200,000 car or $250,000 car, you've only got that lease for 2 years, people, sometimes 1 year. But guess what? When you're done with that lease, on your credit, it is going to show that you paid off a $200,000 car, a $300,000 car. And what does that do? If you've paid off a $200,000 car, that means you're going to go get a $400,000 car. No money down, people. The business world. Thank you for listening. Thank you for not trolling. Thank you for getting something out of this live, y'all. I just want to tell y'all how to get game. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you, tap in, shoot me a text. If you want to know more about your personal situation and how you can get your personal situation straight, you're going to have to schedule a one-on-one with me. I advise you to do it for an hour. It's your money. But I advise you to do it for at least 1 hour. Because if it's 30 minutes, guys, 30 minutes is just going to be me explaining a process to you if you don't know anything about leveraging credit. And I'm not here to take your money. I'm not here to take anything from you. I'm here to give to you, but that is my time. And I want you to be able to get something from what you pay for. And I'm always going to be here anyway. When you register at DMV, are you registering under your business? Yes. Flute Bay, yes. You are registered under your business name. See, guys, I'm teaching you to live. Fuck our name. Fuck our name. Yours will be Flute Bay 20225 LLC Incorporated. That would be your new name from now on. You don't have a social no more. You got an EIN number. We getting away from our social security number. We don't need that. To give you some more game, you don't even own your name. If you have not trademarked your name, you don't even own your name. Ain't that about a blimp? I bet you didn't know that part. I bet you didn't know that part. Oh, hold up, man. I got time. I still got time. Man, I thought it was later than what it was. Oh, I got time. I got a little time left. You don't even, guys, you don't even own your name. This is how deep this shit is. But I can't get into that. That's something that over time, you got to do a consultation. Over time, you know, see, I make certain videos that got a certain algorithm to it, right? I just talk about what's popular. I just talk about what's going on in the world. But up in here, up in my paid member section, it's a whole different story. That's where you get to learn more about me. With your consultations, this is where I go into detail to see where you're at with your journey. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I damn sure can tell you how to go get it and put yourself in position to get it and win. It's all kind of tricks to the trade. And what you paying for in this world, guys, is the shit that you don't know, unfortunately. Guys, I paid for it. I paid for the game. I paid for mentorship. I learn, I read, I apply it. It's that simple. Guys, stop trading your time for money. Use the bank's money. This is the best thing I can tell you. Use the bank's money. Leveraging credit. Donald Trump has signed a law that these banks must give a small business 50 to 250K loan. Brand new business. See, normally your business loan depends on your time in business. They want to say you got to be in business 3 years. This is why people go buy shelf corporations that might be 3 years old. Certain loans, they might say, we need you to be in business 5 years. This is why people go buy shelf corporations that are 5 years old. You speed the process up. But if you have a brand new business and you want to get working capital, you want to get supplies, well, you can go get a no document loan. Now, I know some of you guys are going to take this information, right? I know some of you guys are going to take this information and think, man, coach and gave me all the info and you're going to try to go do this shit and fail. Don't do it. It's not going to work. Don't do it. Don't fuck yourself. And it ain't that I didn't give y'all everything because I'm trying to gatekeep. It's the thing is, I can't give it all to you. Man, I'd be on here for days trying to give y'all all this game. The best thing I could do for each individual person that want, I'd have to know your personal situation and understand something. If anybody's ever pretending to be me, I will never, ever ask for any of your personal information. I will never ask for your social. Yeah. If you text this phone, this business phone, I will never ask for your date, your date of birth, your social security number. I'm never going to ask for none of that shit. I don't need it because I'm trying to teach you how to do it yourself or get it done yourself. That's what I'm here for. And to show you some options along the way, what you can do with the money, because ain't no sense in getting the money if you don't know what to do with it. There's just, you know, do you also get the business cards insurance? Do you also get business cards insurance? Because I tried that. It was high, so I ended up insurance under my name. Well, it depends on what business you have with your insurance. You don't have to have insurance. It depends on what you're selling. See, guys, no, you get your insurance. You get your insurance under the business. See, but this is what you don't realize, bro. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but a car doesn't have to be in your name for you to get insurance on it. Just so you know, I could, if you gave me your VIN number, I could get insurance in your car in my name. You don't have to have insurance in your name. Just like people who didn't have, say you didn't have, in Nevada, I live in Las Vegas, people. Nevada has some of the highest damn car insurance in the country. Okay. Now, depending on you live at in Vegas, depends on how much your insurance will be. But if you say you had a couple accidents, well, you might want to get your insurance in your girl name because she ain't never had no accidents. And because she might have a couple cars on her insurance, you're going to get a discount. But your insurance for your vehicle does not have to be in your name. It could be in my name. It could be in your grandmama's name. And then what I would tell you do, you don't ever call the insurance people. And let me give y'all some more game. Don't ever call the insurance company to get no insurance. Fuck no. Get on the computer and do it yourself. You're gonna save money. You get your policy that you already got. You go to like Progressive, or I got mine through Progressive, but Progressive is a good place. You know, it's all about the same. You sit down and you look at what the type of insurance you have, and once you put in your state, it's going to give you the options. It's going to show you what your state minimum is. It's going to walk you through the process. So you don't need to call the insurance agent. When you call the insurance agent, what you're doing is you're middleman and you're giving him a bunch of money. Just to put y'all in my business, guys, to put you in my business. For 2 vehicles, I was paying $545 a month, right? I just had to renew my insurance about a couple months ago. Now, when I went to renew my insurance, they tried to raise my insurance to $1,000 a month for 2 cars. I'm like, fuck that. I went to Progressive. I did it myself. I entered the same information. And guess what? My insurance is $220 a month, full coverage. For the same policy that I had that I was paying $545 for, that they wanted to charge me $1,100 for, I paid $220 for. Do it yourself. You do it. What's up, Carla? You get a lot of stuff by doing it yourself, people. Do it yourself. Fuck everybody else. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. All right, guys. Hey, man, this is my time. It's time for me to dip. Hey, if you need a consultation, if you want to know how to set up your LLC properly. If you want to know about business credit, guys, I'm gonna tell you, you got to invest in yourself. I'm not here I ain't here begging for your money. I'm not here trying to get into your pocket. I'm just telling you the truth. You ain't got to invest with me, but go to somebody, invest your money, get some knowledge about your personal credit. Get your personal credit straight first. Always have your personal credit straight first. Get your business, get your trust. Or if you want to be on big boy status, get your trust. Always have your personal credit right. Get your trust, because you control the trust. Get your LLC. The trust will own the LLC, but you control the trust. And since you control the trust, you control the LLC. That you're going to get your EIN number in your trust name, not the LLC's name. You're going to get the EIN in your trust names, not the LLC name. You're going to get your bank account in the trust name with your trust EIN number. Then you're going to get money. You're going to move all your assets into your trust. And one of them, like I said, figure out what you want to do. Figure out how much money it's going to take, what you want to do. Go get you a whole life insurance policy. It could be $100,000. Once you make one payment on that whole life insurance policy, which might be $100 a month or less, which might be less than $100 a month for a $100,000 policy, you immediately move that policy to your trust. That is now an asset. You can borrow against that $100,000 to invest. You can invest the shit in Bitcoin if you want to, but you do have to pay your trust back. But this is where you can go buy the car, flip the car, put the $1,000 back, walk with the change. Get your $200,000 whole life insurance policy. I said I started off with $1 million. $1 million would cost me $500 to $800 a month. Me at age 49. $1 million may cost you cheaper, maybe $300-400 a month. That'd be the best $300-400 a month you ever spent, because now you have access to $1 million that you can now invest and play with. Pay. This is how trust fund babies are made. This is how you leave your kids something. This is how you go get your. If you want to get deeper than that, if you got kids, go get your baby a policy. It'll be dirt cheap. Dirt cheap if you get a policy in your kid's name. Dirt cheap. Move it to your trust. Move everything to your revocable trust, not the irrevocable, the revocable trust. Zule, how you doing? But yeah, Flute Bay, hey, I'm finna get up out of here myself, man. I'm about to go to the gym, man. I appreciate you guys watching. The number's down there. I'm gonna let the banner go around one more time so you guys know how to contact me, get a consultation. But other than that, man, be waiting for the next content, because it's coming raw and uncut. God bless every one of y'all, man. Be safe, be blessed.